ठीक है ना, समझ में आया क्या?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so on the basis of time required for sensitization of the host or sensitized host to develop clinical reaction upon re-exposure to the antigen, the hypersensitivity reactions are categorized into two categories as immediate.
तो स्क्रीन दिसत नाही. स्क्रीन दिसत नाहीये.
सर्वांना दिसत नाहीये, कोणालाच दिसत नाहीये?
दिसत आहे सर.
सर दिसत आहे सर.
हाँ, तर जे ज्यांना दिसत नाही तो तुमचा प्रॉब्लम है, आपकी नेट कनेक्टिविटी का प्रॉब्लम होगा, क्योंकि मेरे पास से कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है और बाकी के लोगों को भी प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। तो फिर से एक बार कनेक्ट करके देखिए। ओके, so based on the time required for the reaction to be observed या clinical manifestation, the hypersensitivity reactions are categorized into two categories as immediate hypersensitivity reaction and delayed hypersensitivity reaction. This is the first criteria. Now what are, as the name indicates, immediate hypersensitivity reaction. Immediate hypersensitivity reactions are those reactions or those hypersensitivity reaction wherein the allergic reaction develop immediately within a short period of time after coming in contact with the antigen. It may be in few seconds to few minutes, immediately. It is immediate hypersensitivity reaction is the state in which an allergic reaction develops immediately within a short period of time after contact with an antigen. In some cases it may be within few seconds also, and in some cases it may be some minutes or hours. So but it occurs immediately after coming in contact with the, लेकिन इसमें प्राइमरी रिक्वायरमेंट क्या है कि पर्सन शुड बी सेंसिटाइज्ड, राइट? सो वही क्राइटेरिया है. देन when you in this particular immediate type of hypersensitivity reaction, where I just stated that the time required for development of clinical reaction upon re-exposure to antigen is very small. Sometimes it is few seconds also to few minutes or few hours. In this particular immediate hypersensitivity reaction, it is basically B cell dependent. It is B cell dependent, or you can call it as antibody mediated. It is B cell dependent or antibody mediated. It is antibody mediated reactions. There are a number of examples: anaphylaxis, antibody mediated cytotoxicity, then antigen antibody complex reactions which are mediated by antigen antibody complex, right? So these immediate hypersensitivity reactions, these are antibody mediated reactions or B cell dependent, and they require short time to show the clinical manifestation after coming in contact with the antigen, where here we will be referring it as allergen or the antigen which is received after the primary contact. Whereas when you talk about the delayed type of hypersensitivity reaction, as the name itself indicates, it is a type of hypersensitive state in which there is appreciable delay. There is appreciable delay between the exposure to the antigen and development of clinical symptoms. This may be 24 to 72 hours or even more. More than 24 to 72 hours time period is required for development of clinical manifestation, which is here within few minutes or seconds. Therefore, it is called as immediate type of hypersensitivity reaction, and this is called as delayed hypersensitivity reaction because it takes appreciable long time after coming into contact with antigen and observation of the clinical manifestation. Right? So exposure to antigen and development of symptoms takes long time, and therefore these reactions are called as delayed hypersensitivity reaction. Unlike immediate hypersensitivity reaction, delayed hypersensitivity reactions are T cell mediated. These are T cell mediated reactions, or you can refer them as cell mediated reactions. They are cell mediated reactions. So examples are infection with tuberculin type of infection, or contact dermatitis. These are the example. Now, as per your syllabus, as I was going through the syllabus, I found that there are the they are expecting that one example of each type of hypersensitivity should be studied. So accordingly, we will manage our program in that way, that we will discuss classification and then we will go for each and every mechanism and study one example of each. So have you understood this classification based on time? So what time? Based on the time required for a sensitized host to develop clinical reaction. There are two types of hypersensitivity reaction: immediate hypersensitivity reaction and delayed hypersensitivity reaction. Immediate hypersensitivity reaction, it appears immediately within a short period of time, whereas delayed hypersensitivity reaction appears slowly. It takes a long time, around more than 24 to 72 hours, and once it occurs, it lasts for a longer period of time. Right? These are immediate hypersensitivity reactions are antibody mediated, whereas delayed hypersensitivity reactions are cell mediated. Right? Immediate hypersensitivity reactions can be induced by antigen, or even haptens. They are Immediate hypersensitivity reactions can be induced by antigen or haptens by any route. If antigen or hapten is introduced into a sensitized host by any route, even then it can induce immediate hypersensitivity reaction. Whereas when you talk about delayed hypersensitivity reaction are induced by either infection or injection of antigen or hapten intradermally. Intradermal injection of antigen or hapten can induce delayed type of hypersensitivity reaction. Passive transfer is possible of immediate hypersensitivity reaction because it is antibody mediated, and you know that antibody is present in serum. So if you are able to transfer the serum from one person to another person, the person will become sensitized. So passive transfer is possible in case of immediate hypersensitivity reaction, but it is not possible in delayed hypersensitivity reaction, because delayed hypersensitivity reaction is T cell mediated, and if you want to passively transfer the delayed hypersensitivity reaction, then passive transfer of delayed hypersensitivity reaction is possible with the transfer of cells, T lymphocytes. If you are able to transfer T lymphocyte, then you are able to transfer passively. Another one important aspect with respect to immediate hypersensitivity reaction is that desensitization of immediate hypersensitivity reaction is easy. You can very easily desensitize the hypersensitivity, means whatever the clinical manifestation are seen in case of immediate hypersensitivity reaction, that can very easily be neutralized, but it is for short period. It can be desensitized but for a short duration. But when you talk about delayed hypersensitivity reaction, desensitization of delayed hypersensitivity reaction is very difficult. It is very difficult, but once it is done, it lasts for a longer period of time. It lasts for a longer period of time. So this is how the classification works out. Got it? Classification समझ लो का? Based on that time.
हो सर.
Yes.
Okay. The another way of classifying this um, hypersensitive reaction, which is more accepted one, is on the basis of mechanism of pathogenesis. It was Coombe and
सर आता पॉइंट होता ना पॅसिव्ह ट्रान्सफर बाय सिरम. पॅसिव्ह ट्रान्सफर मीन्स याच्यात मीनिंग काय होता?
the active आणि passive जसं immunityचं आहे. Any antigen, if it is introduced into the body will respond. Okay, and when body responds or gives an immune response, whether it produces antibodies, it produces T cells or what, that is called as active involvement or active immunity. And if it is being passively transferred, just for example, if antibodies are transferred from mother to child, okay, child is not involved or immune apparatus of child is not involved. Say for example, this is a person A, this is B. Okay, now this person is, say for example, hypersensitive. Okay, say hypersensitive for dust. Okay, this is not. Okay, means what? When you talk about this fellow is sensitized first. Now when dust is acting as an allergen for this host, it means that for this particular individual, this individual is with immunoglobulin E in circulation, higher concentration of immunoglobulin E in circulation. Okay, so serum of this fellow, if you are taking, now this person is not allergic, not hypersensitive to dust, but this person can be made hypersensitive if you transfer this serum to this fellow. Now when this person is being transferred,